the main reason I quit McDonald's, I said to myself that I cannot do this for much longer. I cannot do 9 to 5 and client and school. Like, I want to focus on one thing only, and I chose my client.
Give me your name, age, and your biggest win since joining the real world.
Okay. So I'm a Christian. I'm 17 years old, and my biggest win in TRW is probably I landed my client, which I have been working with for a year now.
Hmm.
And I have been managing his social medias and his entire business system by now. And it has generated me over approximately 5,000 euros in under 1 year, I would
Okay,
say.
that sounds awesome. So how did your client come about? How did that come about? Because you're only 17 years old. So how did that come about?
It's a bit complex story, but uh, I would start at last summer. I joined TRW, and it was a very big decision for me. So I made the decision to buy a MacBook Pro. It costed me around 3,000 euros. So I had to get a 9 to 5 job at McDonald's. And as I bought the MacBook and started working in the content creation campus, it just started picking up on me, and people around me start saying that I can edit videos. I am putting effort into learning some new skill,
Hmm.
and actually, the client is a, I would say, friend of mine. He is running two businesses in Bratislava, in my hometown, and he just approached me. He said he needs a person who can manage his social medias and make a content. So I said, "Great, let's try it." He first gave me a his, I would say, startup to run because there is no risk to that. So he just tested my skills, and that was around 3 months of work for me.
Hmm.
And after those 3 months, I wouldn't say it was about my skill whatsoever, but it was mainly about my consistency, my effort, and generally my mindset, which I have been putting into my work. And he really liked that, and he said, "Great, let's move on, and I want to give you more things to do." So then he gave me another startup, which is tied to his main business in barbershop. It is actually a startup in cosmetics. He is making pomades, hair products, and uh, things like that. And he needed to build a new website,
Mm.
uh, new product images, and basically just orchestrate his entire uh, I would say, system and structure in that startup.
Hmm.
So things started moving a bit more there
Hmm.
because I just made a whole website for him. We really like that. Uh, Brand new images, everything, brand new videos. And he said, "You're great. So I want to give you another role in my business, and that's the main role, uh, and which is running social medias for his barbershop. And
Awesome,
I'm doing that right now. So that
awesome,
is
awesome.
quick story about that.
No, that's absolutely fine. So I take it he's older than you. So do you reckon he approached you because you're a little bit younger and because you're more like social media kind of savvy, so to speak?
Yeah, yeah. He's 35. I'm 17. So
Yeah.
yeah. So, but we understand each other. He understands the trends. He understands everything, and he is usually the one who comes to me when he needs some advice. And so we are working like a one-to-one partners. I don't see any difference between me and him. I see him as a good friend and good business partner.
Mm,
So I think that's great because when you have a client, you can kind of feel the distance between you and him.
mm.
Uh, you know what I mean, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
kind
So,
of feeling uh, of, you know. But when you have a partner, it's different. You can communicate more
yeah.
relaxed, and you can explain things differently to him. So
Mhm. So,
I,
because obviously you're younger and you've got like a little bit more of a younger perspective, that kind of gives him that little bit of a boost to kind of get a bigger overview. How has it been with regards to like, because obviously you're different kind of generations on there.
yeah,
So how's that been like the interaction between the two of you in a business sense? Obviously you're friends, but how's that been with you with regards to a business sense?
business sense. Can you be more specific?
How's the interaction with, because obviously you know about social media, so you can give your views and your points on social media with regards to the business aspects of it. So how's that interaction been with like you and him? Does he know as much as you do, or have you taught him a few things, or is it more like you've been pushing? Okay, cool. This works. How this works? Because I've seen it. Because I'm kind of fresh. I'm like I don't know whether you've been scrolling or whatever, blah blah. But you're kind of like probably a little bit more used to it. He's used to running a business. You're used to probably doing the kind of groundwork on with regards to social media. So how's that kind of worked?
Yeah. So actually, we both understand the trends. I wouldn't say that there are big gaps between the understanding of
Mm,
what we do understand. So I would say we kind of fill the gaps between each other. Sometimes he give me some advice, and sometimes I give him some advice,
mm,
and it's kind of going like this. Like, for example, like, do you know Heightsfield? Uh, Heightsfield, the platform for generating videos
yeah.
and yeah. So, for example, they are releasing brand new features lately, and I have been sending him reels over and over, like, bro, this is new, and we need to try this. And but for example, like a week ago, he sent me a new video from Cloud that, bro, this new feature is amazing. Let's try it out. So it's kind of dynamic, and I really think. We understand the things on the same level, and we are in the trend together. So
Awesome. Awesome. Did you like finish school or college or anything else before you started
I'm
this?
still in high school.
You're still in high school.
Yeah.
So how does it feel when as is anybody else doing what you're doing with regards to like being
Wouldn't
in?
say, at least I don't know anyone. Um, Basically, my whole classroom is like in a very different place than I am. I don't usually talk to somebody about these things. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I don't talk to somebody who is on different level than me, because I just can pick up on it,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think it's a great environment for me to have. So
Yeah.
I kind of try to find people who are like-minded,
Mm.
and that's it, I would say.
Pretty much
Actually,
it. So
yeah.
go. Well, yeah, yeah. I was going to say that's actually pretty much fine because you're on a path, and obviously you've kind of got your blinkers on in a sense, and I kind of 100% get it. You want people around you that are kind of going to motivate you and push you forward. So did you have a job before actually joining the real world?
No, I joined the 9 to 5 when I joined TRW.
Yeah,
Actually, I wanted to join 9 to 5 before I joined TRW, but
yeah.
because of my age, I couldn't, because in Slovakia you can work when you're 15, and
Mm.
I wasn't at that age. Actually, I wanted to join TRW when I was 13 already, but I
Okay, yeah, yeah. the age. Yeah, I get that.
knew about Andrew for a long time, and he's the reason I am in this place right now.
Yeah.
So, uh, but like I said, I was able to join TRW last year because that's when I had the money flowing into my pocket. So
Now, how?
I have financing the subscription from my 9 to 5.
Okay, cool. You're 9 to 5, so you had some form. You was doing some form of work. How did you gain the money to actually pay for that subscription?
Yeah, well, I worked at the McDonald's, and
Ah, same as me. I worked
yeah,
at Maggie's as well. Yes, I did. I was drive-through king.
bro, I know. Yeah, so I joined in summer and basically worked almost every day till like 11 p.m. And that was around 10 months. I was in McDonald's, and last month I decided to quit
Mm,
because my client, who I am working with, is giving me a more and more job, and
more.
I just can't manage school and 9 to 5 and client. So I decided to cut off 9 to 5 and
Mm,
just focus mainly on my client. Uh, so, but those 10 months in 9 to 5 were really tough for me because sometimes I couldn't even sleep. I literally got home at like midnight and had to manage more work for my client because I just didn't have the time manage right.
yeah.
Uh, I wouldn't even say manage, but it just was impossible for me to manage school, client, and 9 to 5 all together. So it was grinding, grinding, and grinding.
No, just trust me. I kind of understand that whole 9 to 5. I understand obviously working at D's and cleaning down the stations after you've left, working it late and doing it early. It was like but obviously you knew about Andrew. So like, was there any thoughts while you were working at McDonald's that you said, okay, cool, I need to do something else? Was that always on your brain, or did you just like, stumble, like you wanted to join the real world from since you was younger, as you said, but
Yeah.
like while doing that, was that just the process of, okay, cool, I'm only doing this because of this, or what was did you have like kind of any motivation to do something else while you was doing that?
Uh, well, I would say signing up to McDonald's was like some kind of a bridge to my goals. I wouldn't say it was like some kind of motivation to join 9 to 5 to learn something, but it
Mm.
was just a bridge to finance TRW and my MacBook and everything else I needed to run.
Yeah, yeah. You
Yeah,
needed the tools to do everything, so you had to do something to get those tools. Cool. Now carry on. Sorry, I'm just I'm waffling. Go on.
it's okay. It's okay, right? So I basically had to pay for everything. That's the main reason I joined McDonald's. So yeah, actually,
Awesome.
yesterday I paid my last payment on my payment plan for MacBook Pro. I
Oh,
bought.
awesome.
It wasn't actually like one-time payment, but I had it on payment plan for 10 months.
Yeah.
So yesterday I was able to manage the whole payment plan completement, and I just paid off the last payment. So I'm
That,
really
that
happy
must
for that. Yeah.
have felt good. That must have felt good. How did you feel when like you obviously you've got your MacBook and everything else, and how did you feel when you got your friend as a client and he wanted you to kind of work for him, and then obviously things kind of progressed on from there? How was that feeling? Explain to me how that feeling was.
It was actually really great because I felt a big responsibility for me. I
Mm,
didn't want to let him down or he'll because he saw a big potential in me because of
mm,
my mindset I was putting into my work. He knew I wasn't that skilled, like some pro editor or something, but he
mm,
saw the potential, and that's why he gave me the job. So that's why I kept pushing, and that's why I always try my hardest as I can, because this is the main thing that was able to get me this kind of opportunity I have right now.
mm.
So
And was that I would imagine? how was that? I'm not going to put any words into your mouth. I'm going to let you explain. But how was that motivational wise towards yourself with regards to obviously coming from where you just come from to actually doing that?
uh, like can you
How did
explain?
it? Yeah, how did it? Yeah, I was gonna because you were thinking about what. How did it motivate you? Like coming from McDonald's to now working online with your friend. What was
Okay,
it like, and what was the motivational like, and what was the motivation in you? What was the burning desire in you?
well, uh, the main reason I quit McDonald's, like I said, is because of time management. But I
Mm,
also had a strong emotion in me. I have been like keeping for a long time, uh, and it was the kind of emotion when you was just, I would say, angry at your position. Like I was angry at me because said to myself that this I cannot do this for much longer. I
mm,
need to choose my path. I cannot do 9 to 5 and client and school. Like I said, I want to focus on one thing only, and I chose my client. So that was like the biggest motivation to pursue what I want to do.
mm. How's it changed your life? Because you're still young.
Yeah, I'm young.
How's it changed your life?
I wouldn't say it changed my life yet, but I would say I am just starting, and
Mm,
I'm just warming up for something bigger, and we definitely have a lot of plans into the future. So this is just definitely just starting, and I would say this thing I am in right now just gave me a whole lot of new perspective on the world of what is possible and what is not.
mm,
Uh, I would mention the idea of what you said about my classroom and classmates.
mhm,
I don't think they can even imagine doing something like I'm doing right now,
mm,
because they are just going out and drinking and smoking
mm.
and things like that. And I wouldn't say the idea of working from home and managing something like I do have even crossed their minds.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. No, that's really good. That's actually really good. Also, you mentioned your plans and your goals for the future,
mhm.
right? So I want to know what your personal plans are. Obviously, you're working with your friend and your business, um, but I also want to know what your plans are and your goals are for the future, for yourself and for your own business.
Yeah. So well, I have my personal plans and my business plans with my partner. So which one do
Okay.
you want to know?
Tell me both. I want your personal first.
Okay, personal first. So personal are definitely scaling up my income
Hmm.
to. I'm making 500 a month right now
Hmm.
from all the work I do for my client, and I would definitely want to get in the short term to 1,000 at least.
Hmm.
We are actually releasing the cosmetics startup in a very near future. So I made a deal with my, I would say, partner, that for every sale we get and for every profit we take, uh, I can take the money for each sale. So my goal about that is to do my best at marketing
Hmm.
and do my best at sales,
Hmm.
so I can stack up my savings and my profits from that uh, revenue from the startup. So that's my first goal in personal terms. And another goal is to move out of my hometown and generally Europe, because I think it's kind of falling apart, and I definitely need some freedom, like Andrew is telling. you need to get multiple passports, multiple residencies, and you
Mm.
need to be geographically free. So that's my biggest goal in the near future, because I'm 18 in like 8 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are the two main goals I want to pursue in the near future.
Just one more question. Just one more question with regards to your business. I mean, do you plan on kind of venturing out because you've got your main business partners you're working with at the moment. So do you plan on having like multiple people like that you're working for, and have you? It's a twofold question here.
Yeah.
Have you
Yeah.
been taught valuable lessons with regards to the person that you're working with regards to business? How have you evolved yourself?
Okay. So about that multiple persons you
Hmm.
said, uh, I don't plan to yet. Uh, it's just two of us right now,
Hmm.
but I think it's mainly my partner's call about hiring some persons and people to our business. Uh, when it gets much bigger in revenue, and when we get much more work to do, we will be definitely hiring a
Hmm.
lot more new people. We have talked about it. And about the second question, what I learned when working with my partner by now, I think this is a really great question, because I have learned a lot about what are the requirements that some people might have, and how people react in the business.
Mm.
So they actually are expecting a lot of work uh, from you, I
Hmm.
would say. Uh, and throughout the time we have been working together, I have definitely learned the communication skill.
Mm.
So it's always best, even if you don't know some things, or if you need to ask something, just ask, because that's the best thing you could possibly do. Even
Well,
he told me that even if you don't know something, just ask and I will help you out. And
no question is a silly question.
yeah,
That's what
so
I always say. So anybody can ask anything. Sorry, you were saying.
yeah, so it is not good to keep those hard things you have or you cannot deal with
Mm.
to yourself. You need to put it out there and tell people, I would say, because there are always some ways you can get some help from other people. You
Mm.
always work in team and communicate with each other. That's the
100.
yeah.
Communication is one of the biggest things with anything in life, with just anything. You have to talk to someone. And as I say, no question is a silly question. You can ask that question and someone else can say, "Oh, I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that." And like you can strike up a conversation and you can kind of resolve everything together. And it's not worth bottling. If you don't know something, why not ask? At the end of the
Yeah.
day, if you feel good enough to ask and you've got the confidence to ask that person, why not ask that person? So what advice would you give to someone your age? Because you're making steps. Okay. So let's say you had to go back into the school or the classroom or whatever, blah blah, and your friend, your ex classmates or whatever was standing around you. What advice would you give to someone your age to get to where you are right now?
uh, just don't overcomplicate it. Just do it. Do what you want to do.
Mm.
When I joined the TRW, when I bought my MacBook, I just made the step. I didn't think about what could get wrong and what could go wrong. I just did it, and I just said to myself that I will see. Maybe I will get fucked or something, and yeah. So just do it. Just
Yeah.
take that risk and keep pushing and keep working hard. Just uh, stay locked in on one idea you have in your mind, and that's the key, I think. Just do it, like Nike.
Yeah, exactly like you. Yeah, so it's like the next kind of question you've kind of answered a little bit, but I want you to more elaborate on it just a little bit more. So, like, I'm sitting there and I'm like, well, I'm not sure. I don't know. You know, I don't know. So, what encouragement would you give to me, or specific advice would you give to me? Like, I'm your age, so what advice and to kind of join the real world? How's it kind of like helped you elevate?
Yeah. Okay. So if I have to be honest,
Mm,
when I joined TRW, it wasn't the skill lessons that uh, got me to this level I am now. It was actually the people and the mindset they taught me.
mm,
uh, like look lessons, pub lessons, and everything like that, trades lessons. It That is actually what pushed me the most to this level,
mm,
because, like I said, even to you, it is not the skill I sold to my client. It is the my mindset what I sold to my client. They really like that the most about me, that I can put the work in and I can stay dedicated to one thing and just put the effort in. I
yeah, yeah,
think the mindset is the key element to the success, even if you are not skilled. But people really appreciate this thing a lot when you can be loyal, when you can work hard, and when you're not making excuses. Just just doing things and you're just keeping pushing. That's the
mm,
key element, I would say. So this is what TRW gave me. It gave me a lot of lessons on mindset and how I should operate. So
awesome.
and just the skills I am doing right now, like content creation, social media management, and all other things that require me to do. I just kind of learned it in the journey, you know.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
so I would say the mindset is the key
mindset.
element.
Yeah, yeah. Because I mean, you kind of like even if you was working in your 9 to 5 at your Mackie D's, you still kind of apply that kind of mindset. You've got to still go in there. You still got to do the work. So why not apply it to something that can future proof you, help you, move you forward. So okay, cool. You're working for somebody else. You can have a little bit of a kind of lazy attitude towards it because you're just doing a mundane thing. But this is something that you have to kind of push your boundaries, and while you're pushing your boundaries and while you're working outside of your comfort zone, you're learning all the way along. So everything's a learning curve.
Yeah,
So therefore, it's a massive benefit to you. What would you say? A couple of last questions. What would you say was the hardest part about the journey? Was there any difficult space where you came across?
definitely the pressure I was taking from a lot of sides, like school,
Mm,
people, and the 9 to 5, because all of the sides of required a lot of things from me, mainly my energy.
hmm
Like I had to study to school. I didn't even study. I just took the test and just got some good grade. But it was definitely pressure that was the hardest about this journey. Well, like I also said to you that I sometimes couldn't sleep because I was sometimes shaking when I just wanted to sleep, but I couldn't because my mind was overstimulated, I would say, from all of the things. Like I was running my day on like 5 coffees
mm,
and a lot of caffeine because I couldn't do it the other way.
hmm
Because when I got home at midnight for 9 to 5, I had to wake up to school like at 6 a.m. Then after the school, I have to go to 9 to 5, right? And after that, I go home, and the same cycle repeats. So it was a lot of pressure on me, uh, and it was a lot of management from my side when it comes to time and managing all the work and uh, just kind of making my way to all the people and satisfying their needs for me.
mm. One thing that I will say, like maximum pressure makes
Yeah,
diamonds. You know that, don't you? Yeah. So pressure makes diamonds.
yeah,
So you're gonna like create yourself a diamond. You're gonna be a diamond. So
That's,
um
I don't
with
want to,
sorry,
just, I want to say, I don't want to say that I am lazy now, but when I worked in 9 to 5, I
mm,
definitely kind of was pushed more to working hard, you
mm,
know? Like it was really big pressure on me, and I just had no other choice just to do it. But
yeah,
now I just have more time even to spend with my family, and I just feel that it is not pushing me towards working, but
yeah,
I'm still working hard, but it is not pushing me that hard when I was in 9 to 5. So I think pressure is also a good thing for you if you can
yeah.
manage it right.
You can
Yeah.
manage it. Yeah, absolutely. If you can manage it. One sec. So that's a really good thing. You mentioned family. So how do your family kind of react to you kind of joining the real world? And was there a negative thought about that? First off,
Uh, wouldn't say so. I actually didn't tell them about TRW because they don't even know what that is. I just said that I am working from a computer. I am managing uh, like work for my friend, and I just said
really? You're
this
not
is
lying.
working environment right now, so just accept it and that's it. Uh,
How-
and they didn't have something to say. Like they were okay. If
Yeah,
you if it's all right for you, then I am happy.
we're
So
happy, which is nice. So they're supportive parents. Did they see the change in you? And did you tell them when you started to earn like a bit more
uh,
cash?
yep, definitely. Uh, when I was starting this thing, my father was like, "Oh, are you gonna make it? Can you make it? Like, I don't believe you." He literally said that, "I don't believe you," and I was so pissed off in that moment. Yeah, because I know I could, but he didn't know because he didn't know me that much. But when that 10 months passed, this month, uh, he said to me personally that I am proud of you. You did it, and I can now see that you are capable of doing these things. And if you keep pushing, then you can definitely do something big. So there is a lot of change from that 10 months ago.
Yeah. That's actually that's it's actually really nice when they actually see that because they can be sometimes a little bit skeptical. First off, about their kids not necessarily going to college and university and this that the other blah blah, but I want to work from a laptop this that the other. But they can actually see that. One last question.
It's all right. You can ask 100. I don't care.
Yeah, cool. So did you kind of like, when you saw obviously this money coming in and everything else, did you kind of necessarily treat yourself to something to say, well done for your hard work? Or have you just kind of like said, okay, cool, I know what I want to do with this. I want to build like up like my cash and then I want to, because you said about moving out as well. So was there anything that you like, did you take your parents out? Did you do anything for yourself when you saw all of this cash into,
Yeah. So I try to invest most into myself. I am buying Fireblood. It's a really good supplement, by the way. So
oh, you
then,
got the five blood supplement. Okay, cool. Now I got you. I got you.
yeah.
Oh, whoa. Before you go on from that, hold that thought. How do you dry scoop it or do you mix it in with your drinking
Uh,
liquid?
I am
How do
not.
you dry
I am
scoop?
not at that level of jaw scooping yet. It's just too much for me, bro. It,
Oh, see, I tell you
I
what,
was,
get
I
used to
was,
it. Try and get
yeah,
used to it. Try and dry scoop it. Get used to it. It tastes horrible first of all, but you kind of like think, okay, cool, dry scoop it, and it
yeah.
becomes easy.
I was at with my family this weekend, outside my hometown at holidays, I would say, and I just took Fireblood to the breakfast, and there was a waitress, and I forgot the Fireblood on the table, so I just came back 1 hour later. Like, did you find it? And she said, yes, I saw it, and even smelled it, and it was, bro.
She was like, "Oh my god, what is this?"
Yeah,
You
yeah.
should have,
She was.
told her. You should have told her to take some.
Uh,
Yeah, have some. Have a scoop.
I have to get it. I can if
No,
you
no, no,
want.
no, 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 no. It's fine. I know. I was just telling you to tell the waitress. She should have. She should have. Give it. Did you give some
Yeah.
Fireblood to your dad as well?
Uh, Come again, please.
Did you give some Fireblood to your dad?
Yeah. Oh no. It just for myself. I am greedy on these things. I need to have everything, every vitamin into myself. So
Okay, cool.
not for my dad.
No, okay, not for your dad yet.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, you were saying because I interrupted with my little bit of a rant about Fireblood. So you obviously brought some Fireblood and you took your parents out. You were saying this is about yourself.
Uh, like I said, I'm mostly investing into myself.
Mm.
So Fireblood, then gym membership,
Hmm.
uh, then I'm also paying off my iPhone.
Yep.
I also bought on payment plan. I also invested some percentage of my savings into crypto. Uh,
Awesome.
like it was not a blind investment. I did a lot of research and analytics on the project I'm investing into. So some kind of long-term investments, some kind of personal investments. Uh, I also paid for the holidays. I was with my family this weekend, so I just helped them out even in that case. But like I said, I mainly invest into myself,
Mm.
into buying subscription that I can run my business with, or some healthcare and things like this mostly.
Yeah. Must be a good feeling. Must be a nice feeling to be able
It
to
is. It
kind of
is.
just freely just
But
do that.
it's not enough for me. I need to.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, you want more, but then that's it though. You can see all it does. It opens doors, and it opens doors to seeing what you can actually have. So it gives you that kind of motivation to actually go and get them. So that's obviously within yourself. You can see that, but it's up to you to actually go and get it. And I do 100% believe that you're actually going to go and grab that
Yeah.
everything you want and more. You've got a good mindset, you've got a good work ethic, as your business partner says as well. I can actually kind of feel that from you as well. So yeah, I can nothing but wish you the best on that.
Yeah.
It's been absolutely awesome talking to you. Thank you very much for your time. I hope you've like I've been talking quite quickly, so I hope
Yeah.
you've kind of
You are. Yeah. I don't have much great English, but uh, I hope I did great, and I will do better next time.
no, no,
If
no. You're absolutely fine. You've explained everything that I've actually asked you very, very well. So your English is better than my Slovak.
yeah, Slovak.
Yeah. So much better than my Slovak. So, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you coming on and talking to us. Thank you very much. Again, just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing absolutely awesome. And just keep pushing, really, to be fair. So, yeah, it's been absolutely awesome talking to you. Thank you very much for your time. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
No
Bye.
problem. Pleasure.